All right, we are in that time of year where we are seeing that freeze-thaw cycle, and with all of this fresh snow, we're going to talk avalanche safety with Dan Smith again from Vail Mountain Rescue. Dan, thanks for sticking around. Now we're nice and comfortable on the couch.
Oh yeah, comfortable on the couch, and I still have half a cup of coffee. If anybody doesn't know what avalanches are, all they have to do is watch this video you're going to show in the road report of the two avalanches that hit in Officers Gulch, which is on I-70 between here and Frisco. First one stopped in the ditch, which is what it's supposed to do. Second one didn't stop in the ditch. It ran over the highway. Now, fortunately, it was only a couple of feet going over the highway. But if you're sitting on that road and that avalanche starts to move your car, because a couple of feet of snow will do it, and you're in a big white cloud, oh boy.
Yeah.
Sales of new trousers at Walmart will go up. It's a very scary thing with good reason, because avalanches will kill you stone dead. All this snow we've got is going to come down.
Yes.
Now, the snow that gets to settle and compact a little bit is going to melt gradually. The stuff that there's anything that triggers a release, and that can be a bunny rabbit, it can just be act of God, is going to come roaring down those slopes, and the only way you're going to survive is not be there when it hits the bottom. This is not the time to go play in the backcountry.
Well, and we were just talking, sometimes you have to make that conscious decision if it's snow or your life.
Yeah, and I know how to make that bet. Yeah. I hope everybody else does. I'm gonna take my life instead of go playing with the snow.
Yes.
Ski inbounds.
Yes.
Ski below 25 degrees. Ski in areas that are safe. Don't go skiing in areas that aren't. And have the right gear, just in case you guess wrong, because it's pretty easy to do. Beacon, shovel, and probe, and the most important part, the working brain, with some training. Never do this stuff alone, and do it with people that are knowledgeable.
The buddy system.
Yeah, I mean, would you just pick 4 people off the street to go walking through Central Park at midnight? No. Well, that's kind of what you're doing if you have people that don't have any skills and don't have any training. And this is, as the other fellow was saying, this is the most snow we've seen in a long time at one point in time. It's all going to come downhill, and the only question is, are you going to be standing at the bottom when it does?
Yeah. Well, especially because, like we said, that freeze-thaw cycle is making it very, very slippery right now.
And you've got some TG layers, some temperature gradient layers in the snowpack that are like little ball bearings. Mm-hmm. And the only thing holding it is tension. And if that tension's broken, somebody skis over a rock 200 meters away from you.
Yeah.
That can still trigger an avalanche right where you're standing. And something like that killed some people in Silverthorne early in the season. They were on effectively one half of the bowl that was triggered in the other half of the bowl, and it ran right across the slope.
Which is so scary.
Oh yes, it's very scary. So stay at low elevation, at low angles. Have your gear, have your skill set, and have good partners with you, because all we're going to do is come get your body.
Well, and the thing about the avalanches is they're quick.
Oh,
boom,
and it's gone.
It takes a matter of seconds for them to wipe you out.
It's nice to say that you have the airbag, the flotation bag, or the Avilung. Well, you have to have A, the time, and B, the presence of mind to make both those work.
Yeah.
The Avilung works if you've got the mouthpiece in your mouth and you bite down real hard. Most people don't ski with that thing in their mouth. They ski with it dangling right here, and now you got to take a hand up out of the snow, and you have to think through that.
Yeah.
Same thing with a flotation bag. You got to pull a handle.
Well, and in a panic moment, that could be very challenging.
Oh yeah, it is. It is, and it's not nice to mess with Mother Nature.
No.
And right now, for the next 3 or 4 days, I would just stay out of the backcountry.
Yeah. Let it kind of settle for a
minute.
Let it settle. Let anything that's going to slide.
Yep, that's the idea. And let's see what happens.
Oh, Dan, we are out of time again, but thank you so much for coming in and giving us all of this great information. Make sure that you're staying safe out there. Always go with a buddy into the backcountry, and make sure, as Dan always says, that you've got a working, turned-on brain before you get out there. Coming up next, we're going to take a look at that UV forecast, so stay tuned.